right.
Takeshi
has that's not proper English. Hey,
welcome back.
Have either of you ever heard of Takeshi's Challenge?
No.
Hello. Well, Takeshi's Challenge, you know what? I'm just gonna let it speak for itself.
Flash John.
John.
Okay.
Throughout history, mankind has faced challenges far and wide, building the Great Wall of China, combating worldwide plagues, and even escaping our own atmosphere to brave the perilous journey.
NASA.
But there are some challenges that were just never meant to be faced. Some peaks too monumental, some chasms too great. This bravery,
Ain't no
and
mountain.
it's just plain stupidity. But mankind doesn't get anywhere by playing it smart. Some of us have to be
Or by
guinea
beating the
pigs to
rock.
do work no one else wants.
That's right.
And that's why I'm going where no man has
Paper
ever gone
does.
before and come back to tell the tale.
Mission briefing. Subject: Takeshi Kitano,
paper.
otherwise known as Beat Takeshi, Japanese film director, comedian, singer, actor, author, screenwriter, poet, painter. Okay, what wasn't this?
Candlestick maker.
And one-time video game designer.
All right.
One time was all he needed.
After that, the seafloor split open and swallowed the Caribbean. Earthquakes ravaged the west coast of
then
America.
the Dragon
God,
Sword
it was
came out.
Really, really scary.
I don't know.
Oh, it goes.
Let it go.
Although getting more comfortable with directing and acting, Beat Takeshi was never one to back down from a new art form. So when Taito Corporation asked him to lend his name to their new video game, instead of simply saying yes and taking the money, he chose to be directly involved with the creation of the game. He even starred in 2 Japanese commercials advertising the game. Perplexingly enough, both of these commercials were actually cryptic hints on how to complete difficult parts of the game.
And then
You'll press
this.
stop button.
like Aphrodite rising from the sea foam of Uranus' severed balls.
What?
Look it up. It's true. It's definitely true. Takeshi Kitano cut from the balls of Taito and released this to the masses. This is universally referred to as one of the worst ranking and hardest video games of all time.
Okay.
And it's only known as Takeshi's Challenge. God help us all.
That's the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, by the time you say that's the original NES Ninja Turtles do the start screen jingle. By the time you're seeing this, I shared it at like what 1:30 in the morning when I saw it. The Cowabunga collection. Oh, we'll be playing it.
Yeah.
You still need to play Battletoads.
Yeah.
Here it is. You're looking at the very same image 1,000 Japanese kids saw on Christmas morning 1986. Put your mind into theirs. Feel the pain.
Merry
Feel the anger. Now,
Christmas.
first off, I just want to say there's a password guard in front of this password screen here, and you can just punch him and get a game over before you even play the game.
Game over? I think there has to be a game first for it to be over. Maybe they're talking about a game of life.
The game opens up with you getting yelled at in your boss's office. Literally. You don't even get fired. It's not concrete. You're just being reprimanded for your mediocrity.
Christ,
Oh, yeah?
man.
You're gonna yell at me? Well, this is a video game. I can do what I want.
Oh.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Silver
man,
down.
1986. Oh my God. Why would I try to escape real life by playing a game that's more depressing than real life?
Flatter
Supposed to
him.
feel good by comparison? Well, at the
I could get
very
into
least,
this
I can
game.
say this game was innovative for its time. It's open-ended and has heavy real-life themes, which most concurrent games had little of.
Ass
And
smash.
Perhaps it's a bit
Ass smash.
too open-ended. Where am I supposed to go? The bank? The culture club? Real Mormons?
I'm trying to remember which game I just recently played. The city was just like that, where you would just hop from left scroll, right scroll in front of a city like that.
So I guess I'll do
What are
what
you
I
doing?
always do when I'm lost.
Nothing.
Drink heavily. Lots of drinks. Way
Suck it.
absolutely above the margin of necessary modesty.
Cocktail brandy.
Huh.
Could you buy me a drink? No.
Wait, where am I? Is this woman beating up on me? What's going on?
Love taps.
My home.
Well, this explains quite a bit.
So you talk to your wife. Your options are food, a bath, let's go to bed, I want to travel, and I want a divorce.
Wow.
This is a video game from the 80s. Keep in mind, at this point, most games look like this, or
You
like
don't
this. They didn't usually have themes of domestic conflict in them. And they still don't, really. Let's give it the good old 1 jump to divorce and see what happens. And after all, she is violent. So you can pay alimony or...
Punch.
You know, whenever I find myself in this situation, I find that
The lesser of two evils here.
far smoother in the long run. But there is no denying that a punch is a much more satisfying short-term solution. Also, I'd just like to point out that there is a licensed Nintendo game with domestic violence in it. You can literally murder your wife and children. Literally murder your children. I think I need to repeat that. Literally
Jimmy,
murder
Jay,
your
no.
children. If the walls could talk, they'd say really.
My God, those children had a family.
They were a family.
99% of people would do
My
this.
God, those had a tribal chief.
Out of this house!
sucks.
Out of this house! Spirits be gone from this house. But this isn't most people.
I remember that part.
This is JonTron. To take on this challenge, I have to think like a salary man. Dress like one. Be one. Let's beat Takeshi in his own game, goddammit.
You are not gonna believe this. This game requires an insane amount of trial and error. More than any sane person would be expected to undertake. For starters, you're supposed to ignore your boss at the beginning of the game because you want to pick up the bonus he gives you later. So you go directly to the bank and close out your account to withdraw the 50,000 yen that are in there.
Why is
then
this
you go to the local culture club
hitting
and
so
use
close
those
to
funds
home?
buy shamisen lessons?
Oh man,
Yeah,
I
sounds
forgot. I
random,
got to get them a shamisen
but you're
lesson.
supposed to do this because you actually have to start the game out by divorcing your wife. And when you do that, you have to pay her alimony. And that means that 75% of the money that you're holding on to at that given moment will go to her. And you need the money later or else you'll get stuck. You won't be able to beat the game. So basically, you're trying to give your wife as little money as possible. Man, who said chivalry's dead? The next steps are entirely steps made of logic. Quick
Okay.
job. Take money out of the office plant.
Oh.
Learn to hang glide. All the while managing to dodge Yakuza toughs that are trying to beat the shit out of you as you moon jump past. And by the way, they're unavoidable. It doesn't matter how hard you try. Unless you get lucky 10% of the time, they'll teleport to you and take a hit. Now, normally in a video game, this wouldn't be a problem. But for a majority of the time in this game, you can't replenish your hearts. And you only have 4, which is not a lot. Trust me. It's in the Yakuza are just attacks. A toll.
The Yakuza?
Every time you pass one, they take a part of you.
But Dick's Pachinko.
The more you run the meter, better use your time wisely. It's just an allegory. It's just an allegory of our inevitable demise. I'm slowly dying. I'm slowly dying just like him. Each obstacle makes an etching in my soul. Now this may seem very cryptic and convoluted, but that's because you haven't heard the next part. You're then supposed to go to the pachinko parlor and buy 500 balls and lose them.
Paranoid.
Sir, you don't have enough balls.
Hey.
But secondly, yes, I fucking do. Because they won't go down. I keep winning balls. Yeah, the one time I want to lose at gambling, and I can't do it if I tried. I don't know for sure what hell looks like, but I think it might be a bit like Takeshi's challenge.
This is ridiculous!
Shut up, you dick!
What?
Not you. Remember how in The Legend of Zelda, the Pole's voice on the Famicom,
Oh,
you yell into controller 2 and that freezes him and then you can kill him?
yep.
He's playing this on a Japanese Famicom, which is the Nintendo.
Gotcha.
Family computer, Famicom. Super Famicom, Super Nintendo.
You're supposed to yell into the microphone on the second controller.
A bunch of Yakuza toughs spill into the parlor. And to beat this part, you have to knock out at least one of them, which is really hard because they all 3 pummel onto you really quickly and you die in seconds. Oh, and did I mention? Anytime
You go to court when you
die in this
die?
game, you have to go to the beginning.
Guaranteed!
Every single minute step all over again. And by the time you beat this game,
Punch
you
him
can
in
write
the
a
back of the
strategy
head.
because you know it front to back. After you scare off the Yakuza from the parlor, the owner gives you a bunch of balls, which you use to buy a shamisen. What even is that?
Because I've been taking
Okay,
lessons.
it's that. That's what it is. I guess
Something he's played in The Force Awakens.
Now we're off to the karaoke bar to sing the same song 3 times in a row because
Culture
Takeshi
Club.
Kitano is an insane
me
person. You actually have to sing into the microphone on the second controller. It's pretty innovative for its time, but it's incredibly
Wedding
difficult
singer.
for sight-
That was shit.
once you've completed the songs, guess what happens?
Fight!
Guess what? A bunch of Yakuza storm into the bar, and you have to beat the shit out of all of them again, on the same hearts. Then, just in the nick of time, an old man comes in and gives you a map. And then you beat the shit out of him. It's not even an option. You have to do that. But when you look at the map, of course, it's blank. To reveal it, you have to let it soak in water and wait 5 minutes, but not more than 10, and then cry into the microphone, or bathe it in sunlight and let the controller sit for an hour. Arbitrary wait times. What do you know? It's an early MMO. Now that we've got our treasure map, I say it's off to the South Pacific. No, seriously, you head to the airport and board a plane for the South Pacific.
You know, this only just dawned on me right now, but do you realize that this is a Nintendo game in which you quit your job, divorce your wife, and go treasure hunting? 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, best game, best game.
When you get there, getting the gun is kind of cool, I guess. It actually works. It's not just a bait and switch.
Bullet nipples!
Only now can you sleep at the hotel and regain your hearts. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, for such a bad game, when I saw those 7 hearts, I was happy. I guess it just shows that life's all about perspective. Okay, this next part, I can't even stress enough.
This is one of the hardest parts in any video game I've ever played.
Welcome to the
You
biplane
have
rental
one
place.
shot at this flying segment where you have to shoot a revolver abreast a hang glider at giant dive bombing pigeons and UFOs. If you get hit once, you're dead.
Game over. And you know what that means?
Divorce your wife, sing the karaoke, question if it's ethical to eat Mormons, do the whole thing over again just to have another go at this hang gliding segment. It could take you 20, 30 times before you get this. And it wouldn't even be so bad if you could fully control the hang glider. But once you drop altitude, the only way you can go back up is to hit one of these gusts of wind, which you can accidentally shoot and destroy.
Never in my life have I said, God damn it, I shot the wind again. And then
Can you even fathom how hard this is? Was a human actually intended to be able to overcome this? After a while, it breaks you down. The only thing that keeps you going is the thought of what's coming next, the thought of winning. You can't let him beat you. It was designed to beat you. And you want to know how hard this game is? I started this review in 2012. Come on, I have to do this. I can't stop until I do this. Please, please. Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. I got there. I got to the island. I'm finally here. I'm in the treasure cave. This is the final stretch. Of course they wouldn't give you a break either. There's literally enemies oozing from every crack of this cave. Talk about having some PTSD. You're looking at this while having flashbacks, having to do the goddamn fucking pigeon section again. It's a non-stop barrage of scorpions, amoebas, pirates, skeletons, and flame balls. I swear to God, I don't even think you could beat this segment if there wasn't a built-in exploit to the game, which is if you pause the game and unpause it, all the enemies reset. And then, finally, you see it, just out of the corner of your eye. Not everyone is created equal. Not in a racist way, I'm talking more about willpower. Some thought that was a racist or sexist comment. Some are quicker to make an excuse than a commitment. But we live in a world where if you don't decide to be the very best, someone will step up and be happy to take your place. Today we've scaled a new peak, and you know what? The view's pretty good from up here. Takeshi, I beat your challenge. To the victor go the spoils. What do I win?
Roll around.
That's it. That's all it is. This is amazing, and it's just his face in the corner.
No.
北野様、私はずっとあなたの大ファンです。バトルロワイヤルのあなたが本当に好きです。
Battle Royale.
現代
Good
ゲームの
movie.
1位です。なぜたけしの挑戦状を作ったのですか？なぜ私たちに対してこんなことをするのですか？私のことが嫌いなのですか？誰かにやらせたのですか？この封筒には封筒と便箋が同封されていますから、謝罪文を返信してくれても構いません。私は本気です。真面目にこの手紙をあなたに送ります。この手紙は水書箱宛てです。どうか返信をください。
Alright.
Okay.
That was going nowhere. Fast!
Yeah.
So that was Takeshi's challenge.